Hello there, and welcome to the Teaching and More channel, your primary destination for tips, information, and resources about teaching in the United States and worldwide. I'm Sharon, and I've spent 5 years teaching in the US on a J1 visa. Now I'm in Russia working as a science teacher at an international school.
If you are a foreign teacher wondering whether to teach in a US public school or an international school abroad, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down salaries, perks, student dynamics, and cultural fit so you can decide which path is right for you. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for detailed videos and tutorials. You can see some of those videos available on the screen right now. Plus, if you're looking for daily updates, tips, and resources, be sure to follow my Facebook page. Number one, salary. Where can you earn more? Let's talk money first because let's be honest, salary matters. No matter if you're teaching at a US public school or an international one, your starting salary is based on your qualifications and teaching experience. US public school salaries for foreign teachers average 40,000 to 65,000 US dollars per year. Higher in states like New York, California, Alaska, where you can earn starting from 70,000 or more, but expect that salaries are lower in rural areas. Visa hurdle. Most schools won't sponsor visas unless you teach critical needs such as STEM and special education. Watch these videos to know how to get visa sponsorship. International school salaries. Not every international school is the same. They come in different tiers or level. The higher the level, the more amazing the benefits are. Mid-tier schools, 25,000 to 50,000 US dollars per year, but usually tax-free. Top tier schools, 70,000 to 120,000 US dollars plus housing. Key perks, many schools cover flights, health insurance, and housing. I'll talk more about these perks later. So, which is the winner? International schools. If you land a top tier gig, you'll save way more than in the United States. Let's talk about perks. Where's the sweeter deal? US perks for foreign teachers. Number one, union protections in most states. Second, free public education for students. So if you're going to the United States with school age kids, then this is a big one. 100% tax refund for the first 2 years if you are on a J1 visa. Watch this video to know more about tax in the United States. International school perks. These are some of the common perks that international school teachers enjoy. Number one, free housing or allowance. Certain schools provide on campus staff accommodation, just like my school here in Russia, so I don't have to worry about commuting, and there's also security 24/7. If such housing is not available, they will cover the rental costs. Second, the cost of airfare at both the beginning and conclusion of the contract and during summer breaks for the educator and their family. Schools do this differently. Some would give a travel allowance for a year, and some would purchase the tickets for the expats. Like in my school, they bought my tickets for me and my family. Third, settling in and shipping allowances. Amount of this will vary per school. Free medical insurance with international coverage for the teacher and their family. Transportation to and from school is provided if the staff housing is located off campus. Some institutions may even offer a vehicle along with a driver. Can you imagine that? And finally, free or tuition discount for your kids. We have a clear winner on this one, right? Another point for international school. Now let's talk about students and classroom culture. Where will you thrive? US public school reality. Diverse but challenging. Behavior issues are a huge challenge in the United States. Actually, when I was teaching there, this is the hardest part. Classroom management. I'm glad I did not quit. I finished the program, but I'm telling you, you have to be prepared for this one. If you want to know how you can deal with behavior issues when you teach in the United States, I have these videos on my YouTube channel. You can watch it later. Standardized test pressure. There are so many standardized examinations in the United States. Culture shock risk, which I think is also true if you work in international schools. It doesn't matter what country, culture shock is present because it's a culture that is different than your own. Now let's talk about international school. Smaller classes, 15 to 20 versus 25 to 30 in the United States. During my tenure as a teacher in Florida, the typical class size at my school was 17. Of course, it will be different if you compared to other school districts and other schools and other states. Currently, at my school in Russia, the average class size is 14. Students often privileged and high achieving. Students attending international schools prioritize gaining admission to universities overseas, which often leads them to approach their studies with greater seriousness compared to the majority of students in the United States public schools, particularly in the context of teaching at a Title I school. Students at international schools, particularly the elite ones, are often the children of politicians, celebrities, and business moguls, basically very wealthy kids. Parents expect VIP treatment, which is a different kind of pressure, right? Up to now, I haven't had any parents pushing me about their kids' grades or anything like that. So, if you prefer structure and respect, go international. But if you love diversity and flexibility, maybe the United States. Now let's talk about cultural fit. Where will you feel at home? Teaching in the US as a foreigner. Pros: experience real American culture. Pathway to residency depending on your visa type. J1 visa holders are required to fulfill a 2-year home residency obligation following the 5-year program unless they possess an approved waiver application. I discussed this topic in this video, so if you wish to learn more about the waiver application, you may watch this later. Conversely, the H-1B visa is classified as a dual intent visa. This indicates that after the program, provided that your school continues to sponsor you, you are eligible to apply for a green card. Cons: visa challenges. The majority of schools or school districts will not hire you unless you possess work eligibility. To circumvent this issue, it is advisable to apply directly to visa sponsors or alternatively, you can identify which school districts are sponsoring international educators and submit your applications accordingly. I'm sure that these videos that you're seeing on your screen right now will be very useful for you, so watch this later. Teaching at an international school as a foreigner. Pros: built in expat community. International schools aim to have a diverse staff filled with expat teachers, and working with teachers from around the globe is an amazing experience. Easier visa process because schools handle it. In the US, the visa sponsor and the school are usually different entities, but at international schools, they also act as their visa sponsors. Cons: feeling like a forever foreigner in certain countries, particularly when the language spoken is not English. However, this can become a good thing if you've picked up the language. Truth bomb: international schools are designed for foreign teachers, the United States system is not. So here's the final verdict. For most foreign teachers, international schools win for higher savings potential, better perks, easier visa process, easier to handle classes. But choose the United States if you like the American culture in general and if you're prepared for a tougher classroom environment. Which would you choose? Comment down below. Be sure to check out my channel since I've got over 200 videos that can help you grasp the process, the lifestyle, and some tips on teaching and living abroad. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye!